around here for a spooky story, since Emma's so good at telling spooky stories. So here is Emma's creepypasta.
Wish I had popcorn. I wish I had pasta. Pasta.
Submitted to the approval of the Midnight Society. I call this story Pretty Penny. Takes place in our very own Worcester, Ohio, believe it or not. Pretty Penny was a girl that lived here a couple years back. They found her body in November of 2008. So what was weird about this story was when they found her, she had been cut from here to here. And Penny was known around town. She won a lot of beauty pageants, and so like a lot of people knew her, a lot of people loved her. At some, like, her parents had their own business, so they kind of started to work a lot more, and they were getting a lot more money, so they wanted her to get enough attention. So into the story comes Tabitha. She was a 30-year-old woman, and they brought her in to be her, like, just to be the babysitter. One thing they did not know about Tabitha was she was batshit crazy. She had been a mother once, but for a very brief time, because she had this baby and it was horribly deformed, and it had all these health issues, and it ended up dying within the year.
And it grew up to be Christian.
And it grew up to be Christian. They say, like, when she met her, she was, like everybody, immediately struck by Penny's loveliness. But she, unlike most people, felt envy towards her because of the beauty she had that was not her own daughter's. And so it was that would eventually lead her down this spiraling path of madness that would eventually end up taking Penny's life. Penny was up in her room, and she had her brand new ribbon, and she was just parading around, and then Tabitha came in with a pair of scissors and locked the door behind her. Seeing her with the ribbon was what finally caused her just to snap. And she grabbed her and she threw her against the mirror, and that is what actually they think caused the slits. And so another part of the legend was that she stood over her while she was crying, and Penny, who was kind of starting to lose her grip on reality and, like, didn't really understand what had happened, she was just touching her face, and she asked her, "Am I still pretty?" And Tabitha said, "I never thought you were." So as Tabitha kind of went around and she decided, you know, I'll make this look like an accident. So she cleaned everything up, and as she was doing that, she found this bear, and she realized that it was a nanny cam. So she grabbed it, she took it away, and just hoped nobody would ever find it. And so another part of the legend is that if anybody were to ever find this bear, then it would set her soul free, because people would know what actually happened.
Happiness rainbows, so we gotta find the bear. Yay, that's our next goal.
And so the legend is like half Bloody Mary and half slit-mouth woman. And so if you're standing in front of a mirror and you say "Pretty Penny" 3 times, then she takes over your body, and then she'll kind of use it as like a puppet until you rot and she can't use you anymore. You know, some people say she's trying to hunt down Tabitha, and so that's why she asks, "Do you think I'm pretty?" So she'll come up to you and she'll say, "Do you think I'm pretty?" And if you say, "Sure," she'll take off her mask and she'll show this, this hideous disfigurement, and she'll say, "Am I still pretty?" And if you say, "Ugh," if you say, "Oh no," then she'll just kill you, because that's rude. And if you say, "Yeah," then she'll cut you from ear to ear and leave you to die. And if you distract her, like a lot of people say you can by saying maybe, or you're average, or just, just remember to have somewhere to be. Sometimes you can just throw candy and she'll leave you alone, but basically she'll keep hunting you down. She won't leave you alone. She'll just keep coming back after you until she kills you. And it said she can be very cunning and use tricks to hunt you down, and she will never stop until you're dead.
So we need to go to a candy store